Hi, Brooke with Stable Canine Training here with another Have a Stable Dog tip. I'm going to do a little series over the next few weeks about Tig. So Tig is the little dachshund you may have seen in my eating poop video if you watch that. He's here for board and train for a couple weeks. He is very reactive. So his owner can't walk him at all. He pulls really hard on the leash and he barks at any person, dog, bicyclist, anything that gets in his line of sight from a pretty good distance too, about over a block. He is barking really incessantly. So, but once a dog or a person or anything gets within his bubble, he is friendly. So the intent behind it, it could be that he has some fear. It could be just general insecurity. Don't know exactly, but I know that the owner wants to walk him. She wants to not have him pulling on the leash and not barking at everyone. So some things I do to start to work on that for the owner, I'm going to show in this video just simple thresholds. So he's in this crate. When he got here, and he still will a little bit today, when I go to open that crate, he's already got his nose right in the crack. He's ready to blast out of that crate and see what he's going to bark at, go look out the window. So I'm going to reinforce making him wait, because how he crosses that threshold out of the crate makes a difference in his state of mind. It makes a difference in how he's going to handle the world and how he's going to act. So I'm going to reinforce that, and then I'm going to go out this door right here, which is the other thing he does. As soon as he comes out, I'm going to make him go slow. I'm not going to let him just drag me over to the door. And then at the door, he generally has his nose again right in the crack, ready to, as soon as that opens, push his little pointy nose out the door. I'm going to make him wait. I'm going to make him cross that threshold on my terms. And you'll notice he does have some a little bit of weirdness with slippery surfaces. So I'm working on that too, but he may be skittering on this floor a little. So, okay, so I'm going to come over here. I'm going to get his leash. I'm going to start to open this door. And if he tries to blast out, I'm just going to keep shutting it. And now, oh, there, he tried to come out a little bit. We've worked on this a lot already, just in a couple days. And then I'm going to reach in, I'm going to put the leash on. And if he tries to come out, I'm just going to use my hands to block him and then shut the door again with the leash coming out of the door. I do this because I want a chance to stand up and get ready to give him some direction without being crouched down and trying to get up at the same time. So I'm going to stand up. Again, I'm just going to keep shutting it a little bit. And as I've said in other videos, I'm not going to say okay or free or yes or anything like that. I don't want him to load. I don't want him to blast out. I'm just going to use leash pressure and bring him out in a calm way. Okay, so now he's out. See, he's right away. He's headed for that door. He's ready to go out there and bark his head off. So I'm just going to keep kind of bumping him off. I'm going to make him wait. And that's all I'm looking for, just for him to kind of have some patience. And now I'm going to just, again, see, here's the surfaces. He's a little bit weird about that. And when I get over to this door, I'm going to hold the leash in my left hand, nice and short. And I'm not going to give him the access or the amount of leash that he would need to get out of this door first. And I'm just going to start opening the door, but I'm using that leash to have him wait, have some expectation of patience. And I don't want him to load. I don't want him coming out this door just totally ready to bark, scanning. I want his state of mind to be like this, calmer. And then when we go out the door, again, I'm not going to say okay or anything like that. I don't want him to have a release word to blast through the threshold. His cue to go through the threshold is going to be me walking through the threshold, and we go together as a team. Just like that. Same thing coming back in. Just going to make him have some patience and come back in. Okay, so that's pretty good. So that's a really important step I work on, because in the beginning, in a board and train situation, I'm going to be developing a relationship with the dog. I'm going to be kind of learning about the dog, getting their trust, getting them comfortable in my home with all the animals and kids and everything else going on around here. So I'm not going to jump right into addressing his reactivity in the presence of triggers. I'm going to work on it in the house, the thresholds, his state of mind, his leash handling. Just starting to bump him off the pressure anytime he's on leash, just starting to have him understand the parameters there. So that's it for today. Stay tuned for more on Tig the Dachshund.